What are all these people behind me in line for? Well, probably the second most popular photo spot in Key West.
I'm ready for a colada.
Oh, colada, now we're talking.
Delicious.
Delicious.
November 3175 Whiskey. You're cleared to Sierra Golf Juliet Airport. Via radar vectors to Marathon, then as filed, climb maintain 2000. Expect 10,010 minute after departure. Departure frequency is 133.5. Squawk 1400.
Key West, that's a wrap. Welcome aboard.
Woo!
We had a fantastic time. A special shout out and thank you to Terry for inviting us down and giving us a place to stay. We are now headed to St. Augustine and we're gonna get a little flight over Marathon. So, okay. Put in our flight plan. So we got Marathon, MTH, then we go to SWAGS, SWA, there's SWAGS. Then we got Melbourne, MLB. And then we've got St. Augustine. Kilo SGJ. Actually, now that I taught you this, I should have had you do this. I'm failing.
I was waiting for it, but you jumped on it, so.
Old habits die hard, it's my
It's
bad.
okay. You're used to being by yourself.
I am used to being by myself, but we gotta get rid of that habit.
Oh.
Look at you!
Ow, ow.
Look at you!
November
think it's
75 Whiskey, runway 9 type to be Alpha.
Runway 9 be Alpha 7 Whiskey. Oh man, you're becoming a pro.
I think it's because nothing was on my lap. I just had to clear my space.
Promise.
375 Whiskey without delay. Fly runway heading, runway 9 are clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 9 clear for takeoff, 7 Whiskey.
Shoreline.
Alright.
397 Mike Echo.
Pretty green plane.
Oh yeah.
Green.
Runway. Ah, gauges are in the green. Fuel flow, airspeed is alive. Got 84 knots. Here comes that air. Yeah.
And another 3795 Mike, free exchange booth. We're 3175 Whiskey, candidate Miami Center, 133.5.
Over center, good day, Senpai Whiskey, thanks for your help.
Whiskey, before you go, sir, climb maintain 10,000.
10,000 for Senpai Whiskey.
Traffic Kilo Alpha Romeo, Miami Center, Roger, cross curve.
Just took off and someone got a text message already.
Miami altimeter 3000.
It just shows how quick it
Cross
reacts.
curso 10,000. 3000.
Shows how much more popular you are than me too.
Cross curso at 10,000.
No.
3000.
X-ray has all numbers on deck. Ready for X-ray, Roger.
Yeah, we're flying right over the Navy Air Base.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool. Too bad we can't see it.
We can't. You know who probably can?
3175 Whiskey, squawk 2114.
2114 for Senpai Whiskey. I just need to start having you do that too. See me put my head down like that.
Yeah.
See this right here, 14,000? Oh, this right there, 14,000?
Yeah.
See if I can find it on here too. That's the weather balloon, the quote-unquote weather balloon.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oops. That that we were talking about right there.
Yeah.
You don't want to get anywhere near that.
Knots, Miami altimeter 3000.
You're gonna have beyond a bad day. You're running that.
10,250 knots.
For your last day.
1600.
What is it?
It's a well, they call it a weather balloon.
10 to 3,000, Dustin 29.
I think everyone pretty much knows it's a radar that points down for low flying, drug running, smuggler planes. That's what I believe it to be. So it's on a steel cable that goes up to 14,000 feet. This weather balloon.
What is that at 10 o'clock?
That actually might be the weather balloon right there. It's not, obviously not at 14,000 right now. Yeah, if you hit that, you're gonna rip whatever's hitting is getting ripped right in half.
November 555 Uniform Juliet, contact Miami approach on 124.85.
Yeah, actually, I think I just saw the steel cord.
Hey, Miami Center, Baron 3175 Whiskey. I can go direct swags at this time.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, roger, for direct swags.
Direct swags, hello Whiskey. Alright, enter. Activate. Alright, so swags is a 015. So left we go, there's 015.
Extra Alpha Kilo Alpha Romeo, contact Miami approach 120.5.
It's a nice picture.
Right.
Go.
You
know, I gave a shout out earlier to Terry. That reminds me, I want to give a shout out to Eric from Nova Scotia. Eric came by at the Senate Fund booth. Remember Eric?
Did.
Came all the way from Nova Scotia to see America and see the Senate Fun Air Show. He came by to say hi, so I want to give Eric a shout out. I also want to give a shout out to Moose from Company 59, NY Fire Department, NYFD. Thank you for all you do. He's one of our first responders, and he follows this channel. So thank you for following this channel, but more importantly, thank you for everything that you do and have done throughout your career.
Good, Jess?
What?
I said, he good?
I'm good.
That's good.
Tired.
Yeah, so am I.
An eventful weekend.
It's part of the activities, and part of it's to me, it's the altitude.
Yeah.
Flying always gets me.
All the fresh air and sun, too.
Yeah, we got a lot of sun.
Yeah, we did. But nobody's burnt.
Red skin is dead skin. You can see, like, they're coming to Marathon. We were barely over water. Like, we were never more than, I mean, this circle's 25 miles. We were never more than probably 10 miles from shore at any given time. Because once we were 10 miles from here, then we were probably, 10 miles from shore. So from a legal standpoint, like, we have the life vest, even though we're in a twin, so even less likely to need it. But legally speaking, we're within the 50-mile range. But what's legal, right? What's legal isn't always what's safest.
Following at this time.
They're not taking up much room. Taking up a couple pounds.
No, not even noticeable.
It's dinner.
Get in my belly.
In my belly.
Oh,
Is there any way that you can reach the red blanket that's back there?
oh, you're cold now?
I'm cold now. I was trying.
Megan 378, contact Miami approach
I tried.
120.5.
I need to learn not to wear shorts.
No, well, you close your vent.
It's almost closed, yeah.
Here, I'll close mine a little bit.
Blanky.
Thank
I don't necessarily
Thank
need all the
you.
air.
Got your high beams on?
Just a little. Oh, sorry. Get that.
You okay?
Is that good? Am I in your way or anything?
Oh, no, you're good. As long as I can have control of the yoke, which I do.
Yep. Always
You're
pop
fine.
it down. There you go. A little bit more. Go ahead and tell Mom about how long it's going to take for me to get there.
Oh, ETA in Augustine right now is about an hour 28. Yeah, so an hour. Nice little perk, huh?
It is. Spoiled.
Yeah, I'm definitely spoiled.
Well,
It's funny because it's one of those things that, before I had it, I'd be the first one to say,
I don't need
you don't
it.
need it.
So 3175 Whiskey, contact Miami Center 132.4.
32.4% by Whiskey. Actually, I'll let you do it. Put it 32.4.
And Miami 559er Juliet Papa has airborne.
Yep.
Go ahead, scan.
Miami Center, bearing 3175, whiskey 9.1, descending 8,000.
Where are we at now?
If you look on the map right here, so we're basically on southwest Florida. Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
So it's southwest Florida over the Everglades. Marco Island's off to our left.
Okay.
Homestead, or directly east of us is Miami. It's directly right off our wingtip. So what's cool too is that the other reason why I like having this here now is because now that with the new operating system, I can get ForeFlight traffic, GPS location, traffic, weather, all that on ForeFlight now, and without needing the Stratus, I can switch between the two as well, which is a nice little feature. So I get a lot of people asking me all the time about my flight planning and what goes into my flight planning. And there's a lot to it, and I'll have to do a video on it at some point. One of the things I do is I do weight and balance. And so one of the perks on ForeFlight is that I actually have, instead of doing the old school on paper, I have all the information pre-programmed into ForeFlight, so I can just enter the information in here. But the cool thing is, it's not just what my weight and balance is at that moment. It'll go ahead and calculate what my weight and balance is at landing or at zero fuel. So as long as you have your flight information in here, then it'll do the calculation. Some airplanes can get funky where as you burn fuel, your CG can change. And so you've got to calculate not just for takeoff, but empty weight or landing, where's that CG going to be, because you might actually in flight get out of CG. And that's what ForeFlight allows me to do.
Now, when we were in the hot tub last night, you were talking about your three warning systems of your low thrust, right?
So yeah, so basically what I have is my low thrust detector.
53 confirm.
And the three things it'll do is, so I've got this display up in front of me, which has an arrow pointing left and an arrow pointing right. So in the event that I start to lose power in one of the engines, this will light up and point at the engine that I'm losing power in.
Here.
This right here will. It'll say left, it'll say right. It'll also give an audible tone as well, a high pitch tone and a low pitch tone, depending on if it's left or right. So you have an audible warning. So that's the second thing. The third one is, on the props, I've got these little red lights here, and they'll start flickering and flashing, letting you know which engine is not producing the power. So, without the system, the way when you lose an engine, what you do is the plane would start to yaw in a certain direction, one direction or another. And so, when the plane yaws in a particular direction, you use your foot on the rudder to bring the plane back straight, the rudder pedal. So they have what's called dead foot, dead engine. So dead foot meaning the foot that's not doing anything is the side that the engine's dead on. So if we lose the left engine and I gotta push right rudder, my left foot's not doing anything, so I know dead foot, dead engine. And then I would verify it by taking the left throttle, bringing it back slowly. And as I bring it back slowly, I should not notice any change in anything. Nothing should be changing. If there's no change, that indeed is the dead engine. Then, and only then, would you then say, okay, let me grab the propeller, and I'm going to bring it to what's called feather. And what feather does is, when the engine dies, it's still going to be rotating. So it changes the shape, the direction of the prop, so that's then more into the wind, feathered into the wind. So the engine will stop rotating, because the rotation of the engine creates drag. And so when you lose an engine, even though we have two engines, you lose half the power, but you lose 70% of your lift and your thrust.
Okay.
Because it's now becoming one big piece of drag. So you got your props creating drag, you have this engine, you got all this dead weight, and it adds to your drag. Which is why, you know, you've got to clean up the airplane, you got to get rid of all of the drag you can. So then you do that, you verify it. Once you've then caged it, you say, okay, well these two are down. Now I'm gonna grab my mixture. Same thing, you wanna do it slowly, and you wanna bring it all the way back to the idle cutoff. And that just keeps fuel from going to the engine, because why would the engine quit? You don't know, maybe something's going on. Well, you don't want fuel going there if there's a fire.
Fire, yeah.
So you wanna kill the fuel to the engine. So
369, contact Palm Beach
do it
approach,
closer.
123.
So this system basically adds one additional level of safety. You don't have to worry about grabbing the wrong one. In theory, you grab the one that's flashing. Yeah. We got the ATIS. So go ahead and swap tower and then put ground in the second navcom.
We've got our ATIS. And go. What am I doing?
Put
Put
tower.
a tower.
And now you want to put.
Oops.
Now you want to put ground in there.
Ground. Yeah, but I don't remember how
So
already.
turn the knob.
That's what it is. Stupid knob.
Favorite knob, and then just tap ground. Double tap it. There you go.
Close.
Now that's all set. It's all good to go.
So stressful.
So stressful.
It's just not visible.
Yeah. Well, and it just goes to show, right? So we talk about VFR versus IFR, and legally speaking, this is a VFR day. But I mean, look how hard it is to see anything of any distance. I mean, I'm flying around. You know, I got my landing lights on. I got my strobes on, just to help people see me. But you know, we've had traffic pass over us, directly over us, and we haven't been able to really spot them in all this.
The VFR would be lower because
Well, no.
of this. No? This
Good.
isn't flying through the clouds?
No, oh no, we're clear of clouds right now. It's just a haze. Visibility is just hazy, low.
Oh. I would think that because you can't really see in front of you that this is considered in the clouds.
No,
Good to know.
no.
I like learning.
I like cake.
I like turtles.
Don't talk about cake, man. Not right now. I really want some. I ate pretty good this weekend, but
I want some donuts.
cake is
Donuts will make you go nuts.
cake is probably inevitable tonight. I might stop by Publix and get me a cherry turnover.
Ooh.
Oh, jealous.
She's my cherry pie.
Did we check this one?
It's on.
Okay. The battery. That's what I meant.
Now this little weather building.
Yeah, it is.
So I'll take a look when I'm on the ground. I'm heading back. I may try to come back along Victor 3 and then
Cut
cut
over.
behind Orlando after Melbourne. Cut over. Or I could
Scoot through.
try to go across that way, but I got a lot of flying. I mean, think about it. So this weekend we've flown from Punta Gorda to Spruce Creek,
Yeah.
to Punta Gorda, to Key West, to St. Augustine. I'm flying back to Punta Gorda. Then I'm flying the 135 to the citation out to Wisconsin. Back. Tomorrow going to Wisconsin and back, and then when I get back from Wisconsin, I'm then flying the Baron back to either St. Augustine or Craig.
Yep. Almost immediately.
1158 Quebec, contact Daytona approach.
Make sure you get your sleep tonight.
That's a good weekend of flying.
Yeah, see?
Some people call that work. I call that fun.
Fun. See all those beautiful A1A houses.
Beechwood Avenue. Vanilla Ice.
That's for you, Chris Sinclair.
1,000 to go. So you can see the little inlet there.
Yeah.
Just past the inlet on the left. It's a little,
Citations,
a little hazy, but that's where the airport
maintain
is.
10,000 feet.
You follow it
and
in,
clear
and
direct
then
to
you'll see a little bit of a white
for
spot
runway
ahead of it,
Tater
like this.
Okay. I'll keep an eye. I mean, I can look down and I know what bridge this is and where that A1A curve was. I mean, I'm picturing me driving it.
Right.
I know this is where we eat at that little tiny, intimate Italian restaurant that we
Yeah.
absolutely love.
It's actually up a little
Is
bit.
it that bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm a bridge behind.
Yeah,
November 75 Whiskey, maintain 2,000 feet, advise St. Augustine Airport in sight.
2,000 feet, and I had to field in sight for 75 Whiskey.
For 75 Whiskey, clear visual approach runway 13, stay under code, contact St. Augustine Tower on 127.62.
All right. For being the numbers, Gears going down.
Just feel that violent drag.
Oh yeah. 500 feet. We got 3 green. We are clear to land. Going full flaps.
500.
Bird flying across runway. Run through a birdie. Kill ya. This is where I killed the bird.
Right.
Going the other way on takeoff.
Yeah, I forgot.
Flat.
Yeah. Didn't make it.
I thought he made it.
I thought he made it. Welcome to St. Augustine.
Air 75 Whiskey, you can turn right on runway 20, hold short of Bravo, contact ground.
Right on 20, hold short of Bravo over the ground, Semper Whiskey. Ooh.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I love it, just not even hitting the brakes, just letting the car,
Just letting it cruise.
letting it. Airplane roll.
We can let the car roll. I have manual.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. We had a blast. As always, if you like the videos, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Biggest thank you get is your subscription to the channel. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram on Beach Baron Pilot, and on Facebook on Baron Pilot page, and even Instagram on BP55 Pilot. In fact,
Twitter.
Twitter. Twitter, BP55 Pilot. We are clear left. We are clear right. And Tim over here has got Flying SIC Instagram for those who want to follow it. Get the different perspective of these flights and these trips. And a special shout out and thank you to my patron supporters. Thank you for all your support. It really goes a long way towards making videos like these possible. So thank you one and all.
Jess, we enjoyed you coming on these flights.
Thank you guys.
It was a
so
blast.
much. It was super fun.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, we've actually had her for 3 trips now.
We have.
So this is her third. She's like she's like you. She's an old pro now. She's like, I got this.
We're gonna have to throw her in the front seat and see how she does.
Yeah, exactly. Get her messing with the radios and the comms and everything.
Do comms.
Inside joke for those of you who wonder what that was all about. Go. All right, guys. Thanks again, and until next time, stay safe.